Hey, happy October. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Ghoul Order. George here. Well, we're going to carve a jack-o'-lantern and we're going to talk a little bit about what's on my mind and what's on every Yinzer's mind, what's on every Dawn of the Dead fan's mind. The state of the Monroeville Mall. Walmart applied for a $7.5 million grant. Okay, to demolish the mall. These people have so much money. What would they? I don't get it. Is there something involved here that I'm not being told? Like, I don't get how they need to get a grant. I mean, they're loaded. The owner of the Saga Japanese steakhouse, he's been told he has until April of 2027 to vacate. And that's going to cost a hell of a lot for him to reset up somewhere. Well, he's got an attorney. Go for it. Go for it. Nail him. We're backing you here. Lots of places there. People are assuming the mall is actually, closed because Walmart has it. They're losing business. Places are losing business. Some employers are worried, they'll have to lay off their employees. Reminds me of something here. I actually, a little souvenir, bought this Grim Reaper necklace at the Monroeville Mall, a few years back. Hopefully that grant doesn't go through. So, let's talk a little bit about the Monroeville Mall, our memories there. And we're going to make our initial incision here. I'm not sure what the face is going to look like on this. But yeah, that mall, I'm hoping it lasts. I hope that something good happens. A lot of people are still saying they don't know because, well, that grant. As far as we know, at the time of this recording, nothing has been made official. Will they get it or not? This may come as kind of a shock. But I bought the DVD, Dawn of the Dead, in November of 2009. People were often amazed by, how much I know, about the movie. But that was actually when I first saw it. I knew of it. I was a little bit of a late bloomer. I mean, it was in my 20s, give me a break. But yeah, the whole point is, I caught on to it quick. I always didn't catch on with movie trivia, but Dawn of the Dead was always just this go-to Yinzer extravaganza. It goes to show you, that, Pittsburgh may be home of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Penguins, the Pirates, big sports fans, but it's more than that. It's more than just sports. It's motion picture. It's zombies, okay? It's horror. It's definitely, a testimony, to what makes this region, what makes the city of Pittsburgh, the entire region, this entire part of the state, great. Now, I remember back in the day, we didn't have a Kmart in every single, town, every single municipality. You want to go to Kmart, you might have to travel a little. Hell, man, Walmart acts as though every single town is going to need to have a Walmart in it. Well, Walmart to the west of me, a Walmart to the east of me, and they're both within the same traveling distance. What a joke. All right, cranial removal here. Pumpkin gizzards or something. Okay, we're gonna saw that off. Dawn of the Dead is sort of this, it's like a religious scripture for us, man. I mean, that's, you know, I would agree that that's the Pittsburgh-based movie that, before any other Pittsburgh-based movie, you know, whether it's a Romero film or otherwise, it sort of became, you know, the first thing that you just have enter your mind. It's just, that's what it is, man. That's what it's about. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Night of the Living Dead, too. But, I mean, that was filmed, yes, up in Butler County. Okay, Evans City. Still iconic. Still, you know, close enough. But Dawn, there's something special about Dawn. Really special. I mean, Dawn of the Dead, the movie itself just has this, I don't know, this sort of a homely appeal to it. I like. You feel close to home. It just has this. It has the right vibe, you know. And think about the plot of it. I mean, apart from the whole consumerism thing, okay, who wouldn't, if there was a zombie apocalypse, and you're the only ones around, want to stay at a mall? Give you something else to think about. I know there's a few jagoffs out there that prefer the remake over the original. Not that I have anything against the remake. I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong. But, you know, be honest with yourself. The original is by far, you know, the superior. The thing is, you know, takes you back, you know, to this simpler time known as the 70s. You know, when it was filmed, it's become almost like escapism in and of itself with all the turmoil we have going on, and now we have to deal with this. All the talk about Walmart buying out the mall, open air shopping. Some might say, but George, they're going to have an ice skating rink there. Just like in the movie. Yeah, well, Dawn of the Dead did not take place in an open air shopping mall, and that is kind of funny to think about. Can you imagine a Dawn of the Dead scenario in an open air shopping mall? You guys better get skilled at building a big wall around the place pretty quick. 4 walls around it. That'd be a crackpot scenario. Yeah. You know, Monroeville Mall, that was my claim to fame, really. I mean, my show was struggling until I filmed Living Dead Weekend in 2018. As I mentioned before, actually. Tell you what, though, I mean, just the thought that they're not going to have any more, eventually, Living Dead Weekends. They say, from what I heard, there probably isn't going to be many more left. Doesn't mean that the mall won't stand. Walmart tried this 20 years ago, back in 2005, and the community was against it. You know, they wanted to, you know, build a store, you know, build a Walmart store, whatever the hell they want. The community didn't want it. Okay? You know, you ever stop and think, you know, that's kind of like a form of customer satisfaction. You know, give the customers what they want, man. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. You know, just boycott them. Don't shop at Walmart. I've said it before, and I'm not going to quit saying it. I will be at Living Dead Weekend this October. I mean, it's the most I can do is go there, film the event, document it. You know, I've been loyal to Living Dead Weekend, loyal to the Monroeville Mall. And I'm going to fight to the bitter, bloody end. Even if all I can do, just go there and film it, show support. You know, let the state know, don't give them that grant. And consider, okay, you're destroying a culture here. This is what makes, you know, Western PA great. It's a part of what makes Pittsburgh great, man. This is Dawn of the Dead. should register that place as a landmark. I mean, definitely the best shopping mall that I've ever shopped in, I've ever visited. I mean, maybe not the biggest. I mean, I have a very, very long time ago been to Century 3, which is no longer there. You know, Century 3 Mall was a 3-story mall. I'm not very sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think the Century 3 Mall, at least for a time, became the biggest, shopping mall in the country. I can't remember for certain if that's the case or not, but at least that's what I heard. I'd have to look that up, but don't quote me on that. You know, I understand that they had to tear down, the airport. It was abandoned, had black mold, and it was just condemned. Okay, bad enough. But Monroeville Mall, it's an active, functioning shopping mall. Okay, business. Okay, remember business. I mean, I understand if you own a huge corporation, but do not tread on people's, local culture, their local heritage. And remember, there are people in this mall, they have businesses. Okay? Where are they going to go? You're hurting them to put your business in. Hey, who doesn't want to be a billionaire, but not like that? I'd like to become a friggin' billionaire, but, I got my limitations. I may be a sick bastard, but I got my limitations. There are just certain lines I will not cross. Okay? And regional significance, I don't give a damn where you're at. Just respect it or do not go there. Anyway, man, it's really got to scrape the guts and brains out of this one. Wondering what kind of face I should put on this one. I am kind of getting an idea for what I might do with it. Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna see if I can pull it off, to the best of my ability. Man, these guts are really sticking in there. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, though. You don't see a whole lot of, movies like, Dawn of the Dead that really set a standard. I mean, I know there's been a lot of Romero imitators. I mean, maybe even too many for that matter. But there's only one George Romero. And yeah, The Walking Dead, it's great. It had its down moments, its down periods where it just didn't do too well, but I mean, The Walking Dead was overall still pretty good. But yeah, you can definitely see, it's, Romero's formula. I can't imagine Pittsburgh without the Monroeville Mall. We don't want to see the Monroeville Mall go the way of the Mellon Arena or Three Rivers Stadium. That's things like that you don't want. You don't want to see things like that happen. Okay? There's just some things you gotta preserve, Just some things that need to stay as they are. Been a fixture up there since 2018. I'm greeted by friends, by fans, people who, well, they know me, but I don't know them. I must have did something right. I mean, Dawn of the Dead's a fun one to just sit down with your friends, crack open an Iron City, enjoy an evening with. It's awesome, meeting People like Leonard Lease, Jim Crut, they know me, when the zombies know you. That is awesome. Well, okay. So, I think that looks like a good enough place. It's a very, it's pretty close to symmetrical. It's a pumpkin. It's going to have one side not exactly perfect, but it's looking pretty good. I'd say this is a good spot right here. Right here to put the face. And well, I'm going to try to attempt. Bear with me. Let's see if I can, pull this off. I'm going to start with the eyes. Let's see. This is a style for the eyes I have not done before. And people that know me, they know this is my favorite, seasonal activity here. Apart from autumn hiking trips. Right here. Jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull this off. Something unique with the eyes. Never done before. I think if I pull this off, I think audience out there are gonna like this. But yeah, I remember watching it, for the first time, and I'm like, this is great. I'm gonna tell you something else too. The Dawn of the Dead remake, I'll give credit where credit's due. It was a great film. But they don't have an entire convention dedicated to it. The original did that. Don't get me wrong. Zack Snyder did a great job, but Romero is king. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to try to very carefully get this out of here. This could be a little tedious. Yeah, I've seen the different versions of Dawn of the Dead, the Argento cut, extended mall hours cut. And I got the theatrical cut up there on DVD and VHS. Just can't, beat that film when it comes to films representing our region. Okay, I'm almost there. Very careful. Gotta go careful. Don't be afraid to slow it down a little. Okay, one. Okay. I will show you after I get the last eye cut out here. I remember when they took that bridge out. I wasn't even up there yet. I remember I saw Leonard Lease on TV, they were taking that little bridge out that was in the movie. It was the last relic from the movie that was in the mall. Never understood why. Never understood why they took that out. It was a great prop to be in the movie. People can go there and go see, the last relic in the mall that was from the original. Because, the Brown Derby ain't there. The ice skating rink isn't there. But still, the mall stands. And, yeah, I want to see that mall remain standing. We all do. We've all seen the kind of... we've all seen people complain over the years, they don't like Walmart. They don't like, dealing with problems that they've had there. I mean, there's been a lot of issues at Walmart. So they made that documentary. It was called something the likes of Walmart. The high price for low cost, something like that. I saw it once and it was, well, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, we don't want another Walmart. We don't need another Walmart. There's a Walmart not far away at all from Monroeville. I mean, people have a car, they can drive. Oh, what about people who can't drive? There's the bus. I'm sure, Port Authority can get them there. Okay, one eye is almost, one more eye here. Up just a little bit. Yeah, so post in the comments, what is your favorite memory about the Monroeville Mall? What do you remember? Throughout life, what was your favorite memory? When you visited. Mine would be that damn dinosaur skeleton you used to have in that store. That was a hell of a moment. Overall, though, it's the fact that it's our temple. But anyway, here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to show it to you. Monroeville Mall. 2 M's. It was appropriate. I mean, what else? Now for the rest. Go ahead and get to work here on the nose. Yeah, I will be up there. I mean, it was my career on YouTube. It was full of its highs, its lows, even battles with depression. I mean, do my damnedest best. Ache it till you make it. We're gonna do the best we can to, preserve, the Pittsburgh, horror scene, to represent horror culture and to remind the world that Pittsburgh is not just the zombie capital of the world. This is the horror center of the world. Horror in general. Okay, now I got a little triangle there for a nose. Everybody's got their favorite zombies too. The rifle zombie, machete zombie, helicopter zombie, Hare Krishna zombie, Catholic nun zombie, the nurse zombie, big guy in a bathing suit zombie. Got a whole slew of characters. This one is dedicated to the Monroeville Mall and all their tenants. Piss off, Walmart. But you know something? To the bitter end, like I said. One thing I will not do is miss this one. I remember watching that movie right when the WGON takes off in front of what was then the U.S. Steel building. Now it's called UPMC building. They're supposed to be in Philly. Yinzers know better, and all yins out there in Philly know better. That's not Philly. That's Pittsburgh. But you know what? Hey, it's better than, you know, other technical errors. I mean, so what? I mean, little things like that don't matter. It's a beautiful shot, though. Like right when they're taking off and the lights are shutting out. Yeah, I remember, watching that. First zombie you see in the movie, splatter. Exploding head zombie. Plain joke. Go to a bar, okay? Got a fan there. He likes watching my show, and he's plastered. And he asked me, "Hey man, when you go up there on Living Dead weekend, can you buy me an autograph from one of the zombies that might be there?" I said, "Yeah, which one?" He says, "The exploding head zombie." Okay, don't serve him no more. Yeah. You see the Monroeville Mall standing right now. I read an article. I believe it was Fangoria. Oh, it was talking about Dawn of the Dead. It's an old magazine. I can't remember if it was Rue Morgue or Fangoria or Whorehound, one of them. They were talking about the movie and how the mall still stands. I had to dig that old magazine out to figure out which one it was. And I remember reading that and I was like, it feels so proud that the mall still stands since the 70s like that, and it's an icon. And now this. But like I said, that mall was where it began. For me, anyway. I mean, it helped get my channel to grow. I mean, I was struggling. I was really struggling. But then things started to pick up. Things started to get better. Met Steelman. He wanted me to appear in his movie. So, yeah. Why not? Now, I made a lot of friends, Courtney, Tim, Dave, the true King of England. I mean, it was truly, over the years, an experience that I'll never forget. I mean, editing can be a little rough, because, I'm trying to get it uploaded fast. When I film it this year, I am going to upload with a premiere date. That way it gives me a little bit more time to get it done without as much, having to work it real fast, So I can get it, done, take a little bit of time. I really hope that it works out in our favor. I mean, it's like this. It feels like, well, we're Peter, Steven, and Fran, and the Raiders are showing up. I mean, what gives? How could something like this happen? Became friends with David Crawford. Became friends with so many people from that movie. I hate to see that mall go down in a different apocalypse. I tell you what, though. What if the best happens? lives and it lasts. They ought to put something up then to commemorate the victory. Perhaps a big plaque. Yeah, if they can't tear them all down, they're probably going to try to just sell it to somebody else. Hopefully somebody that's decent enough to preserve it. And we put up a plaque that reads, "It's ours." That would be perfect. Okay, we're just about done here with the mouth. Almost. Yeah. Who's your favorite zombie? No, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about Dawn of the Dead. Who's your favorite zombie? Me? I got a whole bunch of favorites. Machete zombie, helicopter zombie, security guard zombie, Hare Krishna zombie, Paul Musser, the airport zombie, and Flyboy. Yeah. Got a hand to Scott Kellaway. I never seen a Living Dead ringer quite like that. He looks so identical to Flyboy. I'm gonna tell you what. That mall has brought so many people together. I mean, better than an amusement park. I mean, I can't think of it. A world without the Monroeville Mall. I just can't. I mean, it's just unfathomable. The world was a different place, in the 70s. The world was a different place, back in '09 when I first saw it. You watch it and just kind of, on a personal level, it just takes me back to those simpler times. Things were less culturally hectic. Not a whole, shitstorm of everything, people at each other's throats, fighting with each other, or stupid shit. Good times. Yeah. Yeah, when the first time I went there, I actually never expected. Of course, when you do YouTube, your goal is to grow your channel to become significant, become famous, I never thought I was going to become quite like it did. I will tell you, though, if the mall doesn't stand, okay, I'm worried what will be the future, though, of Living Dead Weekend. Because that mall, man, that mall was actually a huge part of it. People want to go there and be immersed in the movie. That's the whole point, man. You don't want to go to Disneyland in somebody's backyard. You want to go to Disneyland. People go there to be a part of, to be in it, man. To be in the very place where that movie was filmed. That's the joy of it, man. The whole joy of it. And it worries me. I remember when they had the Evans City edition, a lot of people wanted to go, but it was an outdoor event, and from what I heard, a lot of people, they wanted to go, but weather wasn't permitting, and it held people back, so they moved out to Harmony, PA. Well, the Evans City edition, they don't do that one now. And that's okay, that's what's worrying me, man. That's what worries me. What will happen? What will happen to it? Is it going to last? I hope. But anyway, almost done here with the mouth. So as you can see, it's coming along pretty well. Now, should be aiming it this way a little bit. And I'm doing all the talk and then just going on about Dawn of the Dead. So what we're doing here, I'm gonna be up there probably on a Friday, as I always am. Be there before the crack of dawn, if you will. Now, hopefully the mall, hopefully Living Dead Weekend will always be a thing, but I'm hoping that the Monroeville Mall lasts. That's just on my mind. Is it gonna last? Will it be okay? Okay, let's toss some of this in here. Yeah. I hope those tenants, like the owner of that Saga, you know, he's got an attorney, he's got a lawyer. I hope more people stand up to him like that. You know, let him know we're not going down without a fight. Hey, don't go, treating us like we're Martinez and telling us to surrender. Got me? I mean, I'm serious. Do what you gotta do and boycott Walmart. Go to Living Dead Weekend. Okay? Go there. And the mall is not closed. Show your support. Go there and consume. Hurry and do your shopping. Okay? Shopping malls must not become a thing of the past. There we go. Let's empty all of that out. Yeah. Shopping malls must never, ever, ever become a thing of the past. People need their brick and mortar. You can't shop online, okay, for everything. Need a new pair of shoes, you gotta get a new pair of shoes now. And I'll tell you something else. I'll tell you another thing. I mean, if, we hear the news that it's gonna stand, we gotta have a special event just for that. A way to celebrate. I mean, some way to celebrate. I mean, play the, maybe we should play the movie at the mall, at their theater there in 3D. Have the original cast there, get the media there. I'll be there for that. And I'll tell you what too, if there is, any kind of event where we're going to be out in public, picketing, protesting, I'd do it. I would do it. I would definitely support them all. This zombie remains true. They may own it, but they better think twice about destroying it. You guys are going to hurt a lot of businesses, and hey, store owners, stand up. Don't let them hurt your business. Don't let them, run you out of town. Don't let them destroy it for you. Stand up. Now, you got that there. As you can see, we got a face there. You have to pardon me for a moment while I get a paper towel. Sorry about that. Had to wipe my hand off. Seed on me there. Try to get a big pumpkin patch growing next year. Well, you all know my signature. I gotta do this. Those who know me, You know what I always like to do that, always gives my jack-o'-lanterns a little character here. Potassium. Always gotta put the tongue on. Definitely gonna be watching Dawn of the Dead this October. Yeah, I always wondered whatever happened to the WGON chopper. I always thought it'd be cool if they knew where it was, and they could actually land it on top of the mall for Living Dead weekend. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and haul it out there. Love that smell. And here it comes. How many of yous out there have tried this? But I do here. Put a banana peel in the mouth. Well, put the lid on there. Or our Monroeville Mall jack-o'-lantern. Just thinking about it. It's been fun doing this video. Kinda, I guess in a way it's sort of an ASMR video. I am hopeful. I am hopeful that the best does happen. I'm gonna have to go outside and light this thing up here. Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna light this up. This is for the Monroeville Mall. For victory for us, for the mall to remain, for the jobs to still be there. Walmart can go home. Kmart was always cooler. Yeah. Well, that's our Monroeville Mall jack-o'-lantern. It was fun, talking about hopes for the future for the Monroeville Mall. Just talking about the movie in general, the good times over the years. Up there at Living Dead weekend. I'm glad I did it. And you know something? I want to see it happen again and again and again. And, well, we're going to get ourselves a selfie here. All lit up. Do like this. And happy Halloween. See you in Monroeville at the mall.